I am in the home of my dear friend Kathy. She has agreed to let us record this. So Kathy, tell me what you're looking for in terms of a yoga practice.
I have osteoporosis and scoliosis in my back, and for some time, probably since 2006, that's been at times extraordinary painful.
Okay.
And then it gets better, and then probably through some physical therapy and some exercise work, lots of walking.
Okay.
Recently, I've had a flare up with it, and since I'm older now, yes, I am 65, I'm in the 60 club. I want to try to stay as healthy as I possibly can, and my naturopathic doctor really recommended that I engage in yoga. And because you're such a good friend, too, I knew you would help me stay safe in that.
Yeah.
And learn some good practices I could do at home for myself, and then know what I should be looking for if I go to a class.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking for.
So our program today is going to be more of the stretching and strengthening because you are coming out of a physical therapy program and you've been approved to continue on with this. So that's going to be our focus today.
Good.
We're starting on your left side and we're going to predominantly work the right side of the body because that's where the injury is. So we need to get a little bit more stretching on that right side, but we also need a little bit more strengthening because it's gotten weaker over the course of having this issue. So let's start with bringing your knees straight in front of your hips and then slide your feet forward just a little bit more. So you've got that 90-degree angle at the knee. And think about the hips being on a track. So allow the right hip to slide forward. So you're not going to move the rest of the body. It's just going to be the hip, and the knee will move a little bit with it because it's attached. And then think about it sliding back behind you. And it's just a forward and a back. So it's thinking about this way and then that way.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it's just sliding on a track right here, nice and slow forward, nice and slow back. It's a weird feeling, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Because your pelvis, even though it is attached, it's designed to move separately in order for you to be able to walk. But oftentimes, when that one side gets stiff, it doesn't move quite as much.
Yeah, this doesn't hurt at all. So.
And we've got our little four-legged friend, Jesus, here. Now, think about taking your hip towards your right shoulder. So you're shortening, and then think about taking your hip towards the front of your mat, towards your feet. So it's lengthening it.
Oh, wow.
And you're going to shrink it and lengthen it. And this is a lot like a hula dancer, right?
Oh. Huh. That's been something I've been afraid, kind of worried about is anything that's twisting.
Well, you're not twisting.
Yeah. Mm.
You're lifting and lowering. Now, lift it towards your shoulder, reach it towards the front, reach it towards your feet, reach it towards the back, and make a circle.
It takes some real concentration.
It does.
Of not moving other parts of your body.
Yeah.
Huh.
And as you do this, allow it to become smoother and smoother. And about the time that you get the hang of it, I'm going to tell you go in the other direction. So now it goes up and back, down towards the feet and around. Pause, keep the feet together, but lift your right knee as high as you can.
This one?
Mm-hmm. And lower it back down.
That right knee? Yeah, I feel a stretch right in here.
Mm-hmm. So this is really more of a strengthening into the gluteus muscles, and into the abductor muscles, moving the leg away from the body. One more, and on this next one, hold it up. Keep the feet together. Bring the left knee up to meet the right knee. And then lower it back down. 9 more like that. And then,
Strengthening, yeah.
yeah, relax and breathe for just a second. We want to give that muscle a little time to calm back down, because it'll fire up just a little bit. Lift your right leg up and the whole leg. So lower it back down. Yep. So lift, yeah. So this is your height that you're going to come to. You're pulling your knee in towards your chest, and then you're going to reach out towards my hand here. And you're trying to keep your leg even with the hip the whole time. So bend the knee. Feel how the knee wanted to drop down there. You want to keep it from dipping. Yeah. 3 more. Is it starting to talk to you yet?
Oh, yeah. It started about on the second one.
Last one. Good. Bring the knees back together. Give your leg a little pat, 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 pat. Oh, now you think we were saying come over here, don't you? And that just helps to move some of that energy around and gets it back where it needs to be. Take your legs straight out towards me, both of them. So we're going to slide them forward just a little bit. Now with this, we want you to think about your upper body staying exactly where it is. So what will happen is, as you take your leg forward, your shoulder is going to want to go back to counterbalance you. And as you take your leg back, the shoulder is going to want to go forward. This is a kind of a morbid thought, but if you think about a piece of rebar between, like through that top shoulder all the way through your chest to the bottom, nailing you to the mat in that position, you're going to want to engage the abdominal muscles a little bit. So think about drawing those in ever so slightly. We're taking this right leg up to about right here. You're going to go as far forward as you can and bring it back to the starting position. Bring it forward and back. 3 more. Now you're taking it back as far as you can without that shoulder moving, and then forward. Back, and bring it back to the start.
I see I'm going too far forward.
Trying to. I'm stopping you. 1 more. Now you go forward and then go back. Good. Bring the legs back together and let it rest for a second. Okay. Take the right leg up about as high as it was before, just even with your hip, and you're going to draw circles forward.
Like this.
Yep. And you want to try to, as far forward as you go here, you want to try to go as the same distance back. Now, reverse the circle. So do you feel when you go back, you're starting to rock a little bit?
Yes, I did.
1 more. Good. Let the legs come down and rest. You know what it feels like to lie on your back. So how does this feel right now compared to how it normally feels?
Feels good. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Actually, it feels like it's relaxing, the work I just did. So
Nice.
my body's like
Settling back down.
settling back down.
Beautiful. We're going to start to work into abdominal work. So you're going to bring your arms into a cactus T, or touchdown arms, as we also know them. And walk your heels back just a little bit so that they're right underneath your knees. And your knees are hip distance apart. Normally I have to tell people to go hip distance. You naturally went there. So this is your body alignment for this. Lift just your hips up and lower them back down. Your elbows are going to stay on the floor. Lift your hands to keep your hips down.
Down, okay, sorry.
Lift your hands to the ceiling. Now bring the palms to the floor and lift your head and shoulder blade up off the ground. Lower them back down and take the hands back into their cactus T. Now, inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, bring your hands forward, and as you do, lift the head and shoulder blades. Exhale, take it back down. 3 more of these. And just let your arms come back down to the ground and just notice where you're feeling that.
Felt it in my shoulders and in my core, working that. So, but nothing in my back.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Another core exercise that it will depend on the day how you're feeling if this is something that will work for you or not. On the days that it's feeling weaker, don't do this one. On the days that you're feeling stronger, incorporate this. And this is one of the ones that you can turn the volume up or you can turn the volume down depending on how you're feeling. The movement is from the hips. So we're going to start with the very, very basic version of this, but then we're going to rapidly turn up the volume so you can experience it. Keep the angle of your knee exactly where it is. Go ahead and bring your hands down by your sides.
Okay.
The movement comes from the hip. So we're lifting the leg up and we're bringing the leg down, but we're keeping that same angle. So try that. All right, where were you feeling that?
Actually, kind of in my front right here.
Yep. Perfect.
That's it, right there.
We're going to turn the volume up.
Okay.
So take both legs up. And we've got this 90-degree angle at the hip. We've got a 90-degree angle at the knee. Keep the left leg where it is, but allow that hip to move this back down and then back up.
Oh, yeah.
Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you pull it up. Good. 3 more. And think about the abdominal muscles engaging, keeping that core nice and strong. Last one. Right leg stays up. Now the left leg does 5 of those. Inhale down, exhale up.
That turned the volume up.
It did, but did it bother your back?
No.
Okay.
My back didn't feel very strong about
Yeah.
it. I wouldn't do too many of them for right now, but
You build up. You start
Yeah.
with 5 and then you build up.
yeah.
Piriformis stretch. So you've done some of this with your PT. This is a more advanced version of it. Take your feet out off of the mat. So you're going to walk them apart. And then you're going to think about coming onto the inner edge of your foot as you drop your knees together. So the bottom of your foot's going to lift off of the ground.
Like that.
Like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. How does that feel?
Really good stretch. It's stretching here and it's stretching in the back too.
On the days that you're having a flare-up,
Okay.
keep your right knee where it is because it's the right side
Yes.
that's weaker. You drop the left knee out, so you're going to come onto the outer edge of that. Let it go as far as it'll go.
Okay.
And then let this drop down. So it gives you a little bit deeper stretch. And then think about pressing in. Whoop,
Oops.
come back to where you were. Press into my hand just a little bit with your knee. And that may allow you, as you exhale, a little more stretch.
Now that, there's a little bit of pain with that.
So we come back up.
Both of them?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do the other side. Let this knee fall out.
Out till I'm on the side of my foot.
Yep. And then let this knee fall in.
No pain.
Give me a little press here. Forward towards me. Yes. Do you feel how that just lengthened your back and you got a little bit more
Yeah.
stretch in there?
Yeah. That's no pain whatsoever.
Perfect. Bring it back up.
Okay.
Walk your feet back together.
Huh. Wow.
How's that feeling?
Good.
So we have you in basic table pose here. Stretch your right leg back and just tuck your toes under on the ground.
Like this?
Like that. Now, find the balance. So it's, even though your right knee is lifted, it's still energetically as if it's underneath your hip.
Okay.
You're going to keep the weight even in the right hand and the left knee where they are right now. You're going to slide your left arm forward and put your pinky on the ground, palm facing me.
Like that?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Now find the abdominal muscles and engage them.
I am, yeah.
So where we would turn the volume up on this is we would lift the arm and leg up, and you would start just by lifting them up with an inhale, lowering them down with an exhale. Yeah. But if you need to, you start here by holding this and finding the balance for 30 seconds. And then as that becomes easy, then you're lifting it up and lowering it down. And as that becomes easy, then you hold it out for 30 seconds. So go ahead and bring the hand and knee back in. We're going to have you roll onto your back again, but I want you to scoot a little bit closer to the wall because we're going to have your feet up on the wall. With your feet up on the wall, you have two corners, so one under the big toe and one under the pinky toe on the ball of the foot, and then on the heel under the inner and outer ankle. Lift your toes off of the wall and kind of spread them apart, and do you feel how you've just connected to those four corners? Yeah. So find those four corners on both feet and press those into the wall. Keep those there. Keep the arch lifted like you have now, but let the toes softly go back to the wall. Now, take your right ankle and put it on top of your left knee.
That popped.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of a flex in the foot. And now you've got the foot is pressing into me just a little bit. We want to keep your hips even. What will happen is as you try to press your knee away from you, one of those hips is going to curve because it doesn't have the flexibility to do it. So your body then says she wants us to stretch, we'll give her what she needs. But what we need is for this to find the stretch, not compensation in other places. So you're pressing into those four corners on the bottom of that foot. It's as if you got a wall here, so you're pressing into the four corners there.
Okay.
And then as you exhale, maybe that knee will open a little bit more. It's not going to go any further than that. That's its edge. Okay. And so what you start to do is you explore where this edge is, and you say, all right, well, this is my edge, so give me a little push into my hand. 3, 2, relax. Give me a little push. 3, 2, relax. And you can do this on your own.
My hand there.
Just, yeah, so give it a press and relax. Now let the hand go away and see if this knee just opened up a little bit more.
Yeah.
So what you're working on is not shoving through that border line, but you're leaning into it and seeing if it has any give.
Okay.
Switch sides.
Okay. See if I can get that right foot straight, huh?
It's a little higher than the other, but that's okay. So your foot on this side naturally wants to do what we call sickling. Press into the outer edge. So you want to, there you go. And now maybe that's about where it wants to go.
Yeah.
So you're pressing into the right foot into the wall, and you're giving a little press here, and maybe you can give me a press here. 3, 2, relax. Press. Really? Press. 3, 2, relax.
I started concentrating on my breath. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be pressing.
Press. 3, 2, relax. Invitation is for it to see where it wants to go now. And we've just gotten a little bit more in that place. So go ahead and uncross the foot. Bring both feet down again.
Okay, like this.
Yep. Take your arms out to the side. Walk your feet apart again.
Outside the mat? Or
And,
just
oh, no, about right there. Now we're just going to drop the legs to the right,
to the right?
very slowly. see where they want to go. So this is a place that if you have some props like a pillow, you can rest it there. And then we could put another pillow
Interesting. Okay.
How does this feel on your back right now?
Back's not hurting at all. I feel just stretches in my legs.
Okay. So then, if we take this out and we bring the legs back up, and just to keep it even, so we'll do it on the same stretch, just different side, we let the knees fall over. We're going slow on this side.
Pop.
How's this feel?
Same. Stretches in my thighs, but my back doesn't hurt.
Okay, bring it back up. We're going to do it just a little bit differently now. Walk your feet together. Drop both legs over. You tell me how that feels.
Stretches. No pain.
Bring it back up. Just for curiosity's sake, lift your feet up. You can put them on the wall for a second. We're going to open the feet apart because I want to put this about like that so that we get most of the leg hugging the pillow here. We're going to take the feet off the wall. We're going to take it slowly, very, very slowly. And I'm supporting you, so you can let me support you.
Okay.
No, seriously, Kathy, let me support you.
Okay.
You tell me if you can let your feet reach towards that red pillow.
It's starting to hurt now.
Okay, so this is as far as we go. So we might be able to get 2 pillows underneath you to be able to support you there.
Okay.
And then we come up. I'm going to support you, so we're going to be I'm going to be your 2 pillows for today.
Okay. Yep, it's good right now.
Good as in it's stretching,
It's
or
stretching.
okay.
And I can still feel a little bit right there in my hip.
Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. On your next deep breath in, when you exhale, go a little slower. Deep breath in. How's that feeling
Yeah.
right there?
Good. Yeah, just stretching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we brought you down a couple more inches. Bring it back up and let the feet go back down. Take a pause to just check in with your body and to notice how it's feeling in this moment.
My right leg feels just a little weak, kind of like shaky, a little shaky. But there's really no pain to anything that I've done, so.
I want to just do a quick check-in on me, make sure I've got everything that I wanted you to do. Supta Pada. So take the right leg up, straight up. Now, hold on behind your thigh with both hands. See if you can go a little bit lower with your hands, a little closer to the base of the leg, yeah. And what you want to think about is lengthening. All right, can you start to let your shoulders go back down? Thank you. So right here, where are you feeling the stretch?
Right straight down the middle of my leg.
All right, so what if we back it off just a little bit? It's still lengthening through the leg. Are you still getting a stretch in the hamstrings?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice
So
stretch.
give me a little push. 3, 2, 1, relax. Give me a little push. 3, 2, 1, relax. One more time. 3, 2, 1, relax. Deep breath in. Exhale slowly. And you got just that much more into your stretch. Good, relax. Let's do the other side. So you need to be about right there in order to straighten the leg. Give it a little push. 3, 2, 1. A lot more strength on this leg. Relax. Relax, relax. I didn't say a push. Press. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Deep breath in. Exhale. There you go. Got a little shaking, but that's okay. It's just energy moving through there that hasn't moved through in a little while. You know how to properly sit up. So rolling onto hands and knees, taking 1 foot forward. So let's come to a standing position.
Okay.
This last one that we're doing is to stretch the IT band. So what we want to do is take the right foot and cross it tightly behind the left foot, and you've got the ledge there to help you balance, which is excellent. And I've put your very awesome Lightning McQueen
Lightning McQueen.
little step stool on the side, because that's what you're reaching to, and that may not be tall enough, but we'll see for you.
Okay.
Take a deep breath and reach the arms out and up. And then exhale, start to reach forward and just come down until you bring your hands to your shin first. So we're going to start here. Press your feet, those 4 corners, just like we did on the wall, but now they're reaching into the floor. And we're going to move this just a little bit further over. See if you can reach your hands towards the step stool. So it's a little bit not tall enough. Go ahead and come back up. Hold on for balance for just a second. We're going to switch out for something that's just a tiny bit taller. All right. So slowly reach down and see if you can reach your hands over. Nice. All 4 corners into the bottom of each foot. Think about pressing those down, but think about creating a little lift in through both hips here, so you're lengthening through your spine. Where are you feeling that?
Up my right leg,
Okay.
and then like my back is stretching out.
Relax your shoulders. They do not work as earrings. Walk your hands a little bit more to the other edge of that box. Not just your hands, but the whole body. There you go. I should have been specific with you. 2 more breaths. We're going to slide this forward. Hold on. So can you reach it?
Yep.
Uncross your feet. Okay, there you go.
There we go. All right.
Now notice how the hamstring feels.
Okay.
Walk your hands up to the top of your thighs. Hold up, don't come up.
Okay.
Just your hands there. Elbows are going to bend. So bring your hands up a little bit higher.
Okay.
Your elbows are going to point up to the ceiling.
Okay.
So they, nope,
Nope,
that's your
not
shoulders.
not my shoulders.
Elbows. Now come all the way up, lengthening your spine.
Oh, wow.
Check in with your back. How's it feeling?
Yeah, I felt it. It wasn't pain, but boy, it was
It was a big stretch, yeah?
a big stretch. Yeah.
That same cross that you just did. So stand back just a little bit so you can hold on.
Okay.
Take the right foot behind.
Okay.
Take your right arm up.
Okay.
And we're going to reach over to your left, pressing down through your right foot, creating a lot of length here.
It feels good.
Yeah. Good. Come back up. Cross the
Now
left
try
leg.
Left leg like this.
Yep.
That left leg. Okay.
And now reach up with the left arm. Press through both corners and start to just reach, but press down and keep growing tall through your spine. Relax your right shoulder. It doesn't, you can keep your hand there, but just let your right shoulder relax. Let your left shoulder relax. Press down through the feet and straighten your legs again. Now round your back just a little bit. How's that?
Good.
Good. Come on up.
More of a stretch that time,
Yeah.
rather than the kind of the pain.
Hold on.
Okay.
Uncross your feet. Turn towards the camera just a little bit.
Okay.
Take a deep breath in. Reach your arms out and up. Bring your hands to prayer position or Anjali Mudra. And as you do, start to fold forward and just reach your hands towards your shins or your thighs. So inhale up, hands forward. And now bow forward. Let your hands fall wherever they will. So you want to soften the knees just a little bit.
Okay.
Allow a little bit more squeezing together here, not a lot. Let your face walk your hands down a little bit more. Bend the knees a little bit. Are you getting a stretch in right here?
No, it's really up my back, my hamstrings.
Good,
I feel it.
good. 2 more breaths. Come on back up. How's your back feeling now?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Like it's worked, but that's good.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.